Good morning, everybody. Uneducated economist here. Thought I'd give you another shot of the river. It is very cold this morning, so I hope I don't slur my words too bad. But yeah, it is a very chilly morning. All right, let's see if we can do this. Talking a little bit about OSB this morning, oriented strand board. It's a major building component. You see it a lot in new construction where the studs will go up and then they skin the building with OSB. Or plywood. Plywood's another common one, but today we're talking about OSB and the mills that produce this OSB product. Now, OSB is a major component for housing, but it's also used in for crates, for shipping. It's used for furniture. There's a lot of uses for OSB, not just in the housing market. Now, these mills that produce this stuff, a few weeks ago, they announced that they were going to be curtailing development of this product because the prices had dropped so much. Now, last summer, they were selling for around $20 a sheet. Now they sell for around $11 a sheet. You might even find it cheaper at some of the bigger box stores. Now, the mills that produce this stuff, one of them, Norboard, has announced that they will take down one of the two lanes at their Cordella, Georgia mill indefinitely beginning mid-November. This curtailment measure will remove 440 million square feet from the market. Georgia Pacific has announced an indefinite curtailment at their Allendale, South Carolina mill. This will remove roughly 800 million square feet from the market. Now, going on down here, it says that these guys are pretty much shipping their orders out late, which means that when you place an order now, typically you would see it like in a few days or a week. They're shipping them out 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. Some of them are even saying that you can place the order now. You may see it by the end of the year. Most likely you see it at the beginning of the new year. Listen to this. Norboard has reported that they are sold out in the West, East, and South for the year. Weyerhaeuser has no 2019 production available out of its Canadian mills in Hudson Bay or Edison. Tolco does not have much more than a few weeks of capacity available in 2019. A major producer in the North Central has reduced contracts for Q4 by 20%. This will likely continue into 2020. So these guys are all basically saying that, yeah, you can place your order now, but you'll be lucky to get it by the end of the year. So I could only assume with these mills holding back on production of it and the demand being so far out, the availability being so far out that the prices are going to start going up. I can only assume that. What else was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so this, in the amount, you think about it, look how much they're pulling off. 440 million square feet from the Cordella mill and another 800 million square feet from the Georgia Pacific mill. This is what 1.2 billion square feet of OSB that's gonna be no longer being produced. Now, I got to thinking about it. It was just like, well, how much is that really? So I was thinking, okay, well, roughly how many sheets of plywood does it take to build a house? And if you think about it, you got all the walls, the roof, the floors, all this sheathing that goes into this house. I'm gonna say on a big size house or a fairly decent size house, 300 sheets seems reasonable enough. Now, if it's 300 sheets, that's gonna work out to roughly around 100,000 houses worth of OSB that will not be produced from this point on. That's a major amount, I would think. And you think, it's not just homes. This is OSB that's used for crating, it's used for furniture, all this stuff that people use OSB for, it's gone. It's not going to be produced. It's a very telling sign. Uneducated economist. You guys let me know.